Have you ever wondered about the power of your words and how they shape not only your life but also those around you? The journey of self-awareness and personal growth begins with this critical question. By understanding our inner selves, we can comprehend how our actions, words, and thoughts carve out the unique path we tread in life. It's like looking into a mirror, but instead of reflecting our physical selves, it reveals our mental and emotional landscapes. In this journey, we are not alone. Don Miguel Ruiz, in his transformative work, The 4 Agreements, provides us with a compass. These 4 agreements are not rules or laws but guiding principles to personal freedom, a roadmap to self-awareness. They encourage us to be true to ourselves, to others, and to the world around us. So, are you ready to embark on this journey of self-discovery? Let's delve into these 4 agreements that can lead us to a deeper understanding of ourselves. The first agreement emphasizes the power of words. Be impeccable with your word. This is an invitation to engage in mindful communication, to harness the power of our words for good. Being impeccable with your word is about truthfulness, integrity, and respect. It's about aligning your words with your intentions, ensuring that your message is clear, honest, and purposeful. It's about avoiding unnecessary harm with careless talk. Words are not just sounds or written symbols, they are carriers of energy and they shape our reality. A single word can bring joy or cause pain. A well-placed compliment can uplift a person's spirit. A harsh criticism can shatter someone's self-esteem. Consider how your words can affect you personally. Negative self-talk, for instance, can limit your potential, while positive affirmations can boost your confidence and motivation. Say to yourself, I am capable, I am resilient. Moreover, being impeccable with your word extends to how we speak about and to others. It's about avoiding gossip and slander. It's about speaking positively about others, highlighting their strengths rather than focusing on their weaknesses. It's about using words that inspire, encourage, and empower. And let us not forget the importance of keeping promises. When you give your word, you create an expectation. Breaking it can lead to disappointment and loss of trust. On the other hand, keeping your promises reaffirms your integrity and strengthens your relationships. Practicing this agreement requires self-awareness and discipline. It's about catching yourself when you're about to utter harmful words, replacing them with kind and constructive ones. It's about honoring your commitments and standing by your word, even when it's challenging. Being impeccable with your word is a lifelong practice. It's not about perfection, but about continuous growth and improvement. It's about striving to use your words in a way that aligns with your values, that promotes respect and understanding, that contributes to a more compassionate and peaceful world. Remember, your words have power, use them wisely. The second agreement advises us, don't take anything personally. Let's delve into this. What does it truly mean? Well, in essence, it's about understanding that you should not allow the words or actions of others to impact your self-worth or self-esteem. It's about realizing that when someone criticizes, judges, or belittles you, it's more a reflection of their own reality, their own insecurities, and their own struggles, not yours. Take a moment to imagine a world where you're impervious to other people's opinions, a world where negativity bounces off you like rain off an umbrella. Sounds liberating, doesn't it? That's the power of not taking anything personally. Let's consider an example. Suppose a colleague at work lashes out at you unexpectedly. Many of us would naturally feel hurt, perhaps even question our own competence. But if we abide by the second agreement, we would view this situation differently. We would understand that our colleagues' actions are likely driven by their own stressors, perhaps a challenging home situation or mounting work pressure. Their outburst has less to do with us and more to do with their own reality. How can we practically apply this agreement into our lives? Start by developing a strong sense of self. Know your worth and don't let it be defined by others. When you encounter criticism, take a moment to detach yourself from the situation. Ask yourself, is this truly about me or is it a reflection of the person's own struggles? Remember, it's not about ignoring feedback or constructive criticism, it's about discerning the difference between what is a valid criticism that can help you grow and what is merely a projection of someone else's reality. This agreement is a powerful tool for emotional resilience. It empowers you to remain grounded and not be swayed by the winds of others' judgments and opinions. It's about remaining the master of your own inner peace and tranquility. In conclusion, the essence of not taking anything personally is to realize that you are in control of your emotions and reactions. Don't give that power to anyone else. The third agreement reminds us to don't make assumptions. How often do we find ourselves making assumptions about what others think or feel? More often than not, we think we can read minds, predict outcomes, and make judgments based on our own perspectives. This, however, can lead us down a dangerous path, clouding our understanding and fostering unnecessary conflict. Let's imagine a situation. You send a text to a friend and they don't respond immediately. Your mind might start racing, thinking, did I say something wrong? Are they upset with me? You've made an assumption based on a lack of response. In reality, your friend might just be busy, or their phone might be off. This assumption, however, might lead to unnecessary worry or even resentment. This is where the third agreement comes into play. Instead of assuming, we should ask. We should seek clarity. If your friend doesn't reply, instead of assuming the worst, why not send another message asking if they're okay, or if they've received your text? By doing this, you're seeking the truth rather than making assumptions based on your fears or insecurities. The same applies to our interactions with others in general. We should always ask for clarity instead of making assumptions about what others think or feel. If someone acts in a way that confuses you, ask them about it. If someone says something that you don't understand, seek clarification. Making assumptions can lead to misunderstanding, hurt feelings, and strained relationships. On the other hand, seeking the truth promotes understanding, empathy, and stronger connections. It's about being proactive, not reactive. It's about fostering open and honest communication, instead of letting our minds run wild with assumptions. Remember, assumptions are often rooted in our own fears and insecurities. They rarely reflect reality. It's far better to seek the truth, to ask questions, to seek clarity. It might be uncomfortable at first, but it's a small price to pay for better relationships and less disappointment. So, the next time you catch yourself making an assumption, stop. Ask a question instead. Seek the truth. You'll be surprised at how much better your relationships become when you replace assumptions with clarity. Clarity over assumption leads to better relationships and less disappointment. The fourth agreement encourages us to always do your best. Now, this doesn't mean pushing yourself to the brink of exhaustion or striving for unattainable perfection. Instead, it's about understanding and accepting that your best can and will vary from moment to moment. It's a reminder that your best is always enough. Imagine you're an artist. On some days you might create a masterpiece that leaves you feeling invincible. On others, your creativity might feel stifled and you can barely manage a simple sketch. Both instances reflect your best in those moments. Doing your best is not about comparison or competition. It's about self-improvement and growth. It's about recognizing that even your smallest efforts are stepping stones towards your goals. Consider a marathon runner. The goal isn't just to reach the finish line, but to endure the journey. Each stride they take, every bead of sweat they shed, is them doing their best. And remember, even if they come in last, they've still run miles more than those who never even started. This agreement is a powerful tool for self-motivation. It encourages us to keep moving, to keep trying, even when the odds seem stacked against us. It's about turning setbacks into comebacks and failures into lessons. At the same time, it's crucial to remember that doing your best doesn't mean overworking yourself. Rest is just as important as effort. After all, a bow that is always bent will eventually break. It's about balance, about knowing when to push forward and when to pause, when to strive and when to surrender. In conclusion, always do your best reminds us to be patient with ourselves. It teaches us that progress is more important than perfection, and that our best, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem, is always enough. So, the next time you find yourself doubting your abilities or questioning your worth, remember this agreement. Remember that you are enough, just as you are. Remember to always do your best, because your best is always enough. Strive for progress, not perfection. Your best is enough. The four agreements are more than just guidelines, they're tools for transformation. These principles, rooted in ancient wisdom, offer a powerful code of conduct that can rapidly transform our lives to a new experience of freedom, true happiness, and love. Being impeccable with your word, you realize the profound impact of the words you speak, wielding them with integrity and love. Not taking anything personally, you become immune to the opinions and actions of others, liberating you from needless suffering. By not making assumptions, you open your life to deeper understanding and clear communication. And always doing your best, you live your life to its fullest potential, free from self-judgment and regret. These agreements serve as a compass, guiding us toward personal growth and self-awareness, drastically improving our overall life quality. Embrace these agreements and watch as they transform your life, bringing you closer to the freedom, happiness, and love you deserve.